Have y'all been in the hospital for 5 weeks and then almost died and then came back to life? I was watching Juice's documentary. I seen him snort the perk and then I was like, let me try it. I did that. I overdosed. The studio called the ambulance. They found out I had COVID. And then they found out I had pneumonia. And then they found out I had the C word. I told y'all the story. Let me get 100K likes, please. Can I get 100K likes? I told y'all the story. Can I get 100K likes? Please.
Kid Trunks is mostly known in the rap world as an original member to the late XXXTentacion's rap group Members Only. Sadly, when X passed away in the summer of 2018, the group had a tough time maintaining their relevance, and the members' solo careers weren't thriving. In the beginning of 2022, Kid Trunks posted a suspicious picture insinuating that he may have passed away, with the caption LLT and LLJ, which would stand for Long Live Trunks and Long Live Ja. Apparently his account was hacked, and the hackers posted this suspicious photo. Shortly after the photo was deleted, he announced to his 500,000 followers via an Instagram story that he, quote, caught COVID-19, and while in the process of checking my body out, they found I had pneumonia cancer, aka chest cancer. Then there was a GoFundMe donation page that was deleted. He experienced a surge in follower count, was getting a lot of attention from fans who had forgotten about him. Some fans were confused because chest cancer is relatively vague. Could be lung, esophageal, or cancers of the space between the lungs. Either way, it was a very sad story and had the entirety of X and Members Only fans praying for him. After all, Kid Trunks was basically like X's little brother.
When I was in high school and middle school, I was bullied a lot. I would go to school every day, people would pick on me. You know, I met X and he just took me in as a little brother.
If you didn't know, XXXTentacion may have one of the most die-hard fan bases of all time, at one point even getting the status of being this generation's Tupac. So anyone that had any attachment, connection, or relationship with X will essentially hold a special place in the hearts of the fans. Even though Trunks hadn't had a hot record since X passed, they were there to support him. Unfortunately, he took advantage of their sympathy. Drink water while you're watching this video. Kid Trunks' cancer was magically cured in 2 weeks. 15 days after the original Instagram story, he would post this: cured, thanks to all the doctors who took care of me for 7 weeks straight in the ICU. They told me I had a 2% chance of making it, but I did. And most importantly, all my fans who held my spirits up and prayers in your mind. If you're ready for a novel, album, and full story, comment cancer because we destroy it. P.S. Nova Men kept me fresh while in the ICU. Appreciate to my family over at Fashion Nova. Did he just say that Fashion Nova kept him fresh while in the intensive care unit? Aren't you in one of those hospital gowns, bedridden, hooked up to IVs, and barely get visitation while in the ICU? Imagine someone from Fashion Nova really pulled up on Kid Trunks post-surgery and was like, hey man, we know cancer's hard, but you know what you could use? This bandana puffer jacket. But in all seriousness, he posted the picture with this caption, and then after it started blowing up, he updated the caption to say, shout out to Fashion Nova. Like, how did this business transaction go down? Did a Fashion Nova rep really slide in his DMs like, yo bro, that post of you beating cancer is blowing up. Here's $1,000. Can you tag us please? And my boy, is that a vape in your hand after beating lung cancer? And on top of that, the album promo. Are we really surprised? Now, it's pretty risky to call out someone for faking cancer. Maybe he actually did have a miraculous recovery. A YouTuber by the name of Bobalam was the first to report the story, sending prayers for the rapper on a live stream. But Bob was a little suspicious. He essentially thought that Trunks' management posted about his death before they were certain, in order to get a little bit of attention. This accusation led to Trunks threatening to sue Bob, but it was a YouTuber by the name of Jamari who was the first one to go out and say, no, this guy is lying for clout, which started to sway fans' opinions. But it would get worse. Kid Trunks got shot. I have to blur these images, but he posted a couple of pictures of him in the hospital again with a pretty severe open wound, with a caption encouraging people to put the guns down. A lot of fans were still on his side. First cancer and now this? Man, he must be really going through it. However, he would be called out yet again. This is literally a lie. He slipped and fell in the airport and busted his chin. Does that look like a gunshot wound to you? He's been on some weird shit lying for clout. Then guys from Members Only spoke out. I want to help and I tried to help, but at this point I gotta separate. I love all my brothers, man, and hopefully everyone can allow to get the help they need. Only so much advice I can give till I give up. I'm not condoning no fried shit. Wait, rappers pretending to get shot for clout? Jesus, 2022 is real. It wasn't looking good for Trunks. He was feeling the pressure. He was able to ride on his fans' sympathy for a few months. then needed to come up with another story to keep them on his side. So he used some old photos of when he busted his chin in the airport to make another headline. Unfortunately, his own friends couldn't get behind this lie. Without their public support, the fans knew something was up. So he tried something else. Trunks posted a number of screenshots on his IG of him talking to various celebrities on FaceTime, hoping to prove that he was really going through it and celebrities were calling to check in on him. Another rapper I consider my close friend, Trippie Redd. Early morning talks be the best. Young Thug always making sure I'm straight. Love you. T.I. Wise words from the wizard himself. Billie Eilish. Love you always and forever. Thanks for the checkup. But fans noticed his hair was different in literally every single FaceTime call. Plus the tattoo on his forehead was missing on the Young Thug FaceTime, as well as proving this Billie photo was a screenshot from a TikTok. I mean, lying about getting shot when your best friend in the music game was shot and killed just a couple of years ago? That's just wrong. Trunks was running out of lies, and he was backing himself into a corner. But to all of our surprises, he didn't just fade away or try to move on like it never happened. He addressed the camera and took responsibility for his actions.
I'm not trying to blame or make any excuses up for what I did. What I did was very corny. I did not get shot. I had a seizure in the hospital, and I had the COVID mask over my face, and I was straining myself. They have a metal string in the COVID mask, and it popped out, and I cut myself in the chin. You know what? I wasn't thinking. I also have a very bad drug addiction. I felt that my career was going down. Like, I feel like I wasn't getting as much love as I used to be. I felt that lying about getting shot would work on my behalf, which it didn't. And honestly, that was probably the stupidest thing I've ever done. And yes, I was clout chasing. I will admit that. About the cancerous shit, I have a abscess growing in my chest and in the back of my brain that is cancerous. So the one thing that I did lie about is having lung cancer. I don't have lung cancer. I have a cancerous abscess growing in my chest and in the back of my brain. But I do not have lung cancer, neither do I have that bullshit pneumonia cancer that I was lying about. I was just off the drugs. I got my phone at the wrong time. The only thing I definitely didn't lie about is having 2 near-death experiences in the last 3 months. I just lied. I just flipped the story to see if it was gonna work in my benefit, which it didn't. My name is Kid Trunks. I apologize for capping about getting shot. I did not get shot. And as a man, I will admit that I was wrong and really f***ed up for that. Because I know a lot of you guys were worried. I love you guys, man.
Admitting to going on a lying spree for your own benefit is definitely something that 90% of people wouldn't do. After all, he's still a young guy. He's been battling drug addiction for quite some time, which can alter your brain's decision-making ability, and was actually in and out of the hospital, which is traumatic. I don't think he will be worse off than he ever was because he didn't really have that much hype around his music these days. Hopefully he learns from this, and hopefully other rappers don't start faking illnesses for album promo or Fashion Nova ads.
Okay, we have 50K likes. Let's go. We about to hit 100K likes very, very, very soon.